There's a lot of support for Team Manual today. Lots of pros, less cons is what I'm hearing and noticing from some of your messages. Well, let's look to maybe inside your home. Maybe you're somebody who decorates in your car as well. Some people love to decorate. Some people are all about those cohesively coloured homes and outfits. For me, I'm kind of more about the function over the form. If it looks good in the process, that's a win. But if it's pockets or if it's got a purpose, I'm all about it. That's where my mind goes. But let's find out more on that mindset of decorating. Psychology consultant and author Dr. Jo Lukens is with me now. Good morning.
Good morning, Susan.
Why do people feel the need to decorate, be it their homes or their cars or themselves in the fashion?
Yeah, well, I think for all of those elements, whether we're in our cars, in our homes, or it's the clothes we put on each day, it really is a form of self-expression, and, it kind of defines who we think we are. We've got different styles of dress. We've got different ways that we can potentially add adornment to our home. Like you said, for some it's about being functional and practical, and then for others, might get highly decorative. So we do see that when we decorate, it's almost like, I guess, a bit of a visual of who we are and what matters to us.
So is decorating a surface level type thing, or does it have a deeper function?
Look, there's no doubt there can be a vanity element to it, having the fancy things in our home. But we know also that when we are in an environment that makes sense to us and, we feel like it represents who we are, it does make us comfortable. It can reduce our stress. And I think of the instances when, young ones leave home, or I've seen this with athletes when we get them relocating to other locations, we often say, bring something familiar from home for you, make it a comfortable space. So I guess it's that familiarity, and for many of us, who retreat to our homes at the end of the day, if it provides a form of comfort. And some of those things are the visual cues, the things we see in our environments that make us feel safe and comfortable.
You're hearing from psychology consultant Dr. Jo Lukens. How can decorating affect our mood or even our behaviours?
So in lots of different ways. So it can be things like the colour, the light that we use, the layout. If you think about what people feel if they would describe part of their home as cluttered. Some people love the busyness of it and all of their trinkets and all of the things that they have, and other people are, it puts the blood pressure up. So we definitely, we definitely know, and I think we all need that one drawer where we can fill it with clutter, regardless of what our preferences are. But we do know that when we decorate in a thoughtful way, it can make relaxation easier for people. Some people feel they're more productive. So if you've got a desk that you work at home, you might feel that it needs to be cleared so you can think clearly. So I think what it does is it settles our mind, but it also, when people come into our homes, it's also another way of expressing how welcoming and comfortable the space might be. So for some people it matters more than others, but there's no doubt that there is that sort of mental aspect of it.
Yeah, it sounds like it could also be a bit therapeutic.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think a lot of people will use the decorating as something of a well-being tool. So, choosing and arranging your objects, if that's something that you enjoy doing. It's not for everyone, but many people do. And for some people that can become something of a calming ritual that makes them feel like they're in charge of their environment. So we know it can have those therapeutic benefits for people.
Dr. Jo Lukens, author and psychology consultant, thanks so much for your time today.
Good to speak with you, Susan.
Thank you.
Streaming now